What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
The Noles headed quickly to the line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Just keeps slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Alabama's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Horton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the doke. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Bernard. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Leaves it with the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCoy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Noles! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree?
Pulls it, fired, complete. Let's talk about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel...
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Rides the back on the option, the give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got room to work. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught behind the line, it's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Gives it on the option. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. Now on the move. Wide open spaces. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Webster. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker, it's McCoy. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hale. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Miller with the ball. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Going with the ground game left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Hale. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Webster. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. He'll take it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unleashes 1. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Smashes ahead, headed to the end zone, into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air, it's Castellanos. Plucks it out of the air.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got his man downfield. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's White.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Snagged in the middle. It's White. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Got it behind the line. It's Cuevas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Doak. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. They boot it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Noles will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There he goes! That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. Running through contact. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They want to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuevas. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Calls his own number. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Makes a man miss. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. No huddle offense to the line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Sends it back in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give is to Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Pulls it in, it's Williams.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. To throw, it's Simpson. Here's the pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Miller with the ball. Oh, a lot out of space. Lots of running room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making checks. On the move. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The run to the right. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Got a man. It's Williams. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Noles will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. He'll do it himself. It's a seam wide open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning on the Jets.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback keeps it.
And how nice is it to just have a...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Temple. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Simpson. Right on the money. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Short gain on the play before he slides. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Got it in the middle, it's Horton.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. So now it's second and long. The short hands, it's Williams. He's loose. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Webster. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is in the air. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Paul. We're probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes. at the 18. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They want to run this quarterback.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And they'll take a knee.
And out of all the plays you wanted call in game one, this is the one. You wanted the victory formation, take a knee, you know this ball game's over.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up